Listen up, Rangers. Welcome to the Geek Chest. My name's Steve.
My name is Arnes.
And today we're going over the film Gamera vs. Gaos, which came out in 1967.
In the United States, 1968. Or state-wise.
I believe so.
Yeah. It was called something else, too.
Yeah.
The Return of a Monster or something.
Yeah, it was Return of the Giant Monsters. It's pretty good.
Victory dance for Arnes.
But anyways, for the plot, there's people that... Well, sorry. I guess at the official beginning, Gamera goes into a volcano because he's hungry. People want to build a highway going around the mountain.
Fuji.
Was he? I'm sorry.
God.
People want to build a highway around the mountain. Farmers don't like it very much. So, there's some protesting. Yada, yada, yada. Find out there's a monster living in the mountain. His name's Gaos and he eats people. They have to defeat him.
Eats a lot of people, actually.
Yeah, he's a very violent kaiju. For this review, we're going to try to keep it as spoiler-free as possible. Try to do something a little bit different anyways. Because I actually really love this movie for overall, so I don't want to spoil any of it for you guys, really, if you guys haven't seen it.
And if you haven't seen it, good for you. Good for you. I'm here to tell the people the real, honest facts.
That for a 1967 kaiju film, that it's actually not a bad plot. Because it actually has like a fairly engaging human element. Plus, Gamera actually fights the kaiju multiple times throughout the film. So you actually get fights early on. 2 more times Gaos shows up, and then the final confrontation. There's a lot of Gamera Gaos.
It was Gaos in Gamera?
Yes.
Boom, boom, ch.
You didn't see him fly around Gamera? Definitely looked inappropriate to me. Especially with his head up. The entire time.
You know what?
That's for the prop section, though. Well, overall, like, the human story is not too bad. For this film, definitely watch the Japanese subtitled, though.
Don't watch the English dub, man. That thing was horrible.
Like, definitely pick up, if you can, the, there's actually a Gamera anthology set. You can pick up, like, I think at Walmart it's like maybe $10-15. And you literally get all the Gameras minus Gamera the Brave, and you get the best cuts of them.
Worth it.
Definitely. But overall, like, it's actually... The plot makes sense to me anyways. Although some of the sections can be kind of a little bit goofy. Like, I'll bring up one area where there's a light emitting from a cave, and they're like, oh yeah, it must be Gamera. Reporter tells the kid, hey, let's go check it out. They go check it out. Cave-in happens. Reporter leaves the kid.
I don't see the big problem, dude. I would have left that kid behind, too.
Yeah.
He didn't call him Gamera. What did he call him, Steve?
Gamera.
Gamera, yeah.
His name's not Gamera. I don't know where Gamera came from. He has 2 M's in his name. I mean, that's supposed to be for pronunciation because Americans are stupid.
Oh.
Because we are. Okay, I can't pronounce anything if my life depended on it.
God, trying to do anime reviews with this guy every 30 seconds.
I'm still probably fudging this name up. But compared to Gamera vs. Garugun, it's not quite as original, where you kind of have like a heist movie in the middle of your giant monster confrontation. Well, this is kind of something I would expect to see. Of just man trying to build something, monsters want to destroy it. Standard fare. Though there is actually some pretty original concepts in this film still. Like, especially with the way that they try to defeat Gaos later on in the film. Is actually really, really cool. Though then again, like, the prop work for it is probably not the best, but still an awesome idea nonetheless.
No, it's not an awesome idea, Steve. There's some horrible prop work in this movie.
Yeah.
There are certain things in this movie that was really bad. I was alright with the movie throughout it, but then like when these certain parts popped on, you were just like, oh my god. Like,
yeah, we'll try to get to it. But for the actual costumes, I actually really like both Gamera and Gaos in this film. Gamera looks cool. The Gaos suit's actually pretty different overall. It's kind of like a weird vampire bat kaiju that shoots ultrasonic rays and emits yellow gas. Why?
The weirdest abilities I've ever seen.
Yeah, I like the beam's cool. The gas is just there to put out fire, so it's like the same with Barugan, where the monster has like a built-in defense against Gamera.
Where are these things coming from?
Yeah, who knows? They're just monsters.
Monsters with certain set of special abilities.
Certain set of skills. The skills that make them a nightmare for Gamera.
Yeah.
It's not going to stop either with the next film.
Oh god.
But the suit actually looks really cool, and I like how they actually get like some destruction out of the suit too. Like, screw it. Like when Gamera bites off Gaos' toe and he has to regenerate it.
Spoiler free! My favorite part is when he bites his wing off and it's like stuck in his tooth and he's like, arr, arr.
Can't get it off. Yeah, then there's like the later part of the fight too, where like Gaos is shooting, like pretty much any time like the beam cuts or anything, there's actually like blood. It actually feels like the monster actually cut into Gamera.
All right, now we go back to spoiler freeze. we got that out of our system.
Yeah, the Gaos suit's awesome. I personally really like it. Gamera's suit's pretty neat as well. It's not a whole lot of difference between this one and what we had previously.
Yeah, isn't it the same one?
There's like slight differences because they like repair it and whatnot throughout each of the movies.
It'll look the same to me. I mean, I could be wrong. Somebody's gonna fix it.
Yeah, it's not like the design ever really changes throughout the show of Gamera
Yeah.
line. But overall, if you enjoyed the first two Gameras, definitely gets better.
It is improving a little bit with each movie. Like, my still favorite one so far is the first one.
Yeah, because it's just the most scary looking Gamera out of the bunch as of right now. But as like it progresses, like this Gamera is actually fairly clean looking compared to like what we saw in Barugan and the original Gamera.
Except, can we get to the bad parts now?
Alright, moving on to the props. Shoot.
Garbage. Pure garbage.
For the most part, the prop work in this movie I think is actually not too bad.
Like the buildings,
Like the buildings, like when
the destruction, like that's all fine. But like when it comes to Gamera, he has certain parts in there where he was alright. But then like there's those parts where he's like trying to hide in a shell, and then it's just a shell, and it just looks really bad at certain parts.
Well, yeah, there's that. There's like Gaos flying around, where it's just like literally a maquette. Or not maquette, but just like, I guess the best way to say it's a statue. Like it's just a fixed figure. And it's like whenever it's flying around, its head's like this. Even when it's like going at upward angles and stuff, so it's like, woo! Especially when it's latched on the Gamera flying around. Like some of the scenes are just like, oh.
One of my favorite parts is when he flies, he literally flies like this, straight up in the air, flies over, and then just lands down like that without doing anything. He's just like...
It's fine, though.
And I was like, man, I'm done with this.
That's how it works.
I was like, I'm done with this.
Yeah, there's like the scenes where like Gamera's like dancing around the beams and whatnot. Like that's cool, but some of it's like when Gamera's head's tucking in, it doesn't look quite organic.
He's doing push-ups to get away from those things.
He's like, no.
He's like, huh, one-handed, huh, huh, huh.
But then again, you get like some really good like scenes in this, like when Gaos is being attacked by the military, he's actually like cutting the airplanes with his beam, and then they separate.
Oh, okay, like the first time when the beam goes off and cuts the helicopter in half.
Yeah.
There's a guy. There's a helicopter like gets cut an angle like this, and as soon as it cuts and opens, a guy falls out. Where technically that guy should have been cut in half with there because he was standing right there at that spot. How did that guy survive? Somebody tell me this.
Because of the children?
What? No. That part was like so confusing. It's like right off the beginning of the movie.
It's the 60s, man. You gotta give it some credit.
The beam cuts the helicopter in half and the guy just falls out as soon as the helicopter opens. That means he should have been cut in half too.
Or at least like in a seatbelt.
Would have been amazing to like just see like two.
Just see the guy just go. Ew.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure that's way too violent for a kaiju movie.
That would have been epic. Come on, they set it up. It was a perfect setup, and they failed.
No,
he's no fun.
So overall, Gamera vs. Gaos, I actually really enjoy this film though. The plot's pretty much like run-of-the-mill kaiju movie, except for it does definitely get a little bit more interesting later on in the film. Suits actually aren't that bad. Most of the prop work's pretty good. There is some noticeable eyesores, but overall still an awesome kaiju flick. And one of the best in the series.
It is probably a lot better than the second one. Like Steve says, there's some noticeable parts in there that are really bad. But the one of the things I really liked about this movie was the destructions and the monster fights. Definitely made it worth watching.
Yeah, especially since you get essentially 4 kaiju fights in this one film. But anyways, what'd you guys think of this film? Please let us know what you guys thought of Gamera vs. Gaos in the comment section below. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. We'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.